Hello and welcome back to Newsroom Nigeria. This is where we give you hot, fresh, and sizzling news all day long. If this is your first time here, you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. Also, leave your opinions in the comment section below. I will employ Soludo to work in my company when I remove him from government house. Ukachukwu fires back at Soludo. The APC governorship aspirant Nicolas Ukachukwu has responded to Governor Soludo, who he claimed is talking against him and his party. In a short video posted online, Ukachukwu asserted that Soludo's wealth, financially and academically, is not to be compared with his value. If Soludo can show us his account balance before he became CBN governor and advisor to the president, if what he had in his account together with all his properties is up to 1% of what I have made, I would not run election against him again in November. According to Ukachukwu, Soludo is a man who has never created any employment all his life, even as governor. And so he cannot be compared to him, Ukachukwu, who has created many jobs in Anambra and employed many people, including professors like Soludo. A man who has never employed anybody all his life is challenging a world-class employer of labor like me. He further stated that he would employ Soludo to work for him in one of his companies, either here in Nigeria or abroad, when he defeats Soludo in the upcoming election. He mentioned that Soludo is his friend, so that when he would do him the favor, so that's why he would do him the favor of employing him. You all, let's have your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section below. What do you all think of this? Before we go, my people, let's take a look at some of the reactions we got online. The first comment here comes from Augustine, who says, because you are in APC, you think you will defeat Soludo of APGA. You must be a proud person who has forgotten that pride goes before a fall. Michael Adedayo says, can you pay him well? It's a signal that you are a loser. Now that, don't forget that just a few days ago, I think that was yesterday, Soludo visited Tinubu in Aso Rock, and a lot of people have been accusing Soludo of, going to dine with Tinubu, going to kneel and beg so that he can win second term, which is the major reason why he has endorsed Tinubu and even went to the meeting wearing Tinubu's cap. And people are accusing him that he cannot even win election on his own. He had to go and kneel down for Tinubu so that Tinubu would help him rig the election. Now, considering that APC have their own candidates running for election in November, do you think that Tinubu would now neglect his own person, his own party member, and help an APGA member, Soludo, win the election in Anambra State? Do you think that's possible? Do you think that's possible? But well, with these politicians, I would say anything is possible. Anything is possible. Just the way Wike worked against Atiku in Rivers State and made sure that Tinubu won. We don't even have the details of the meeting that they had together. Maybe some terms and conditions have been discussed. Maybe a deal have been struck and, okay, you give me this. If I help you win the election, then you help me win Anambra come 2027. That might have been the deal. Don't you think? So anything is possible. Anything is possible in politics. That's why they say that politics is dirty. If you are not ready to roll in the mud, don't join politics. That's just it. Emmanuel says, both of you, Soludo, Ukachukwu, are Agbedorians, therefore must be stopped. We have another comment from Akpan. He says, Ukachukwu, we believe you. It will not be out of place for me to point out that fat overseas bank accounts, scattered properties, and employing many people in your company does not win elections. However, beat Soludo first before talking about employing him. Raymond says, oh God, this your own campaign now, wow. Humphrey Moses says, Nicolas Ukachukwu, we are experiencing hunger across Nigeria. How will you convince voters about getting out of the hunger net? Chibuzo says, he's right, but cannot defeat Soludo in the state level with that useless APC ticket. Ifeanyi Oyekwere says, two of you now are already become enemies of each other. Alex Chima says, for the fact that you are APC member, you're automatically a failure in Anambra State. Exactly what I wanted to say just now. If he had, gotten the ticket on the platform of another political party, maybe you would have had a chance. But now that you are running on the platform of APC, and most Easterners do not like the APC party, they do not like APC, maybe except for few, but majorly, most Easterners do not like APC. So how are you going to win? How are you going to win? Alex Chima says, for the fact that you are APC member, you're automatically a failure. Gaddafi says, Soludo is now a disappointment, a saboteur, and he may end up like Ifa Juna. Ogun Moyero says, see how brothers are fighting themselves. Instead of them coming together to get to the top of government, getting to the top is also strive on leveraging. Peter says, insult yourselves, useless and clueless politicians in leadership. Chigo Gabriel says, APC has nothing to do in Anambra State. That is where your mistakes start from. The mistake starts from the party that it belongs to. Felix says, this statement proves you are a tout and lacks character. A former CBN governor you are referring to as if he's a tout like you. Chike says, collaborating with Tinubu has disqualified him. He wants to join hands together with Tinubu to rule Anambra State. Tell anything good can come out from that man. You all, let's have your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section below. What do you all think of this? I think this young man is referring to Soludo's visit to Aso Rock. Ome Anthony says, you can employ him. Then what are you looking for or want from his job as governor? That means he's higher than you. It's like you want to embezzle our funds, okay? Victor Nana says, please do so, because for him to be on the side of Jagaban wobbling with governors is a disappointment and not placing values right. Victor Anaya says, so this is the reason Soludo ran to consolidate with Mr. President in Abuja. There is fire on the mountain for him. Soludo, you must cry. So these two men has relationship with Tinubu. Soludo on one hand is thinking that his association with Tinubu will help him, but it's obvious that his association with Tinubu would even be his downfall. And then Ukachukwu belongs to APC. And most Easterners, like I said, they do not like APC. So who is going to win out of these two? Let's take one last comment, guys. Soludo Ukachukwu says, these people always bragging for nothing. Many families are in Anambra State, still find it very difficult to feed once in 24 hours. You guys are here dragging with supremacy torso. Thank you very much, you all, for always listening and watching. I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.